Some big news, man, in Washington, D.C. The Washington Mystics, man, they did it. Man, they shut everybody up. They got the job done. The Mystics have clinched a playoff spot, people. The youngest team in the WNBA, the youngest team ever to clinch a playoff spot, the Washington Mystics. They did it, man, and they have every reason to celebrate, be proud. And I mean, yo, they're a threat. They're a legitimate threat. Now, do I think they're going to win the championship? No. But they make every game interesting. They clinched yesterday with a 105-100 win over Portland. Shakira Austin goes off 31 points, 11 to 18, 10 boards. She also had 2 blocks. Kiki Irvin had 18, 10 boards. You got 14 from Sonia Citron, 13 from Georgia Amore. You get 13 off the bench from Cody McMahon. They scored 40 points in the fourth quarter of that game versus Portland. I know I didn't cover the game last night. I was doing other stuff. But, man, the Washington Mystics, man, they have really, really stepped up to the plate this season. I thought they had a shot to be an 8 seed. Let's be real. They might still be an 8 seed. Even at 22-15, they might still be an 8 seed because they're only a half game ahead of Dallas, even though they have the tiebreaker with the Wings at 22-16, and they're only a half game behind the New York Liberty. I don't know if they have that tiebreaker. I think they don't, but they're right in the mix, man. I mean, if you actually look at, they're only 2 games out of the 5th seed. So they have a shot, man. They're going to finish anywhere between more than likely 6 and 8, and they're going to be in the playoffs. It's such a tight mosh pit of teams fighting for these spots. But they're not just a playoff team. They're a no doubt playoff team because the Portland Fire is 15-22. They're the 9th seed, and they're 7 games behind them. This team stamped a great season. Whatever happens in the playoffs happens in the playoffs. But what they've done this season, they got every reason to celebrate it, man. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to Washington Mystics Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Like I said, this team has done it. They have done it. They have done it. And they have done it. Let's jump right on in here so I can get you this graphic. The Mystics have clinched a playoff berth, people. What a feat. What a feat. They're going to play either the Lynx, who they were 1-2 against this year. 2 games, the second game they played, they should have beat them. The Valkyries, a team they've won in Golden State. And the 3, which is Vegas, another team that they have a win over. So they've beaten all 3 of the top 3 seeds. There's no reason why they're not going to be confident no matter who they play. And they got every reason to be confident, man. Before we continue, man, hit the like button, subscribe to the channels, ring the bell, leave your comments. We've covered the Mystics for most of the season. I've had a couple days where I've been out and in and out, but I've done my best to cover this team as good as I possibly can with the limited resources and time that I have available to me. But, man, it was fun covering this squad this year, and we will certainly be looking at them in the playoffs. They are 22-15, as mentioned. They play tonight. Today is Tuesday. They play at 10 p.m. against the Phoenix Mercury. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to cover that game. I'll be up till 1:30 in the morning covering it. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it live. We'll see. Haven't decided yet. And then they play the Phoenix Mercury again on Thursday. They've got 3 games this week. While the Indiana Fever have 1 game this week, the Washington Mystics have 3 games this week because they have only played 37 games. That'll get them up to 40. And then they'll have 4 games when they return. Chicago, Indiana, Connecticut, and Chicago. I'm interested to see how much more this team can do. They can finish as good as 29-15 or 22-22. Worst case scenario. But I think you're looking more like a team that's going to go 25-20 25, 26 or 20, 25, 26, and, 25 and what, 19 or 26 and 16, 26 and 18. I think they're going to fall in that range because I think they'll be favored in both Chicago games, the Connecticut game. I mean, realistically, they're going to be favored in every game they got left except for the Indiana game on the road on September 20th, which could be a big game in terms of seeding. So keep on a lookout for that one because that one could be a humongous game for both teams, depending on what the Mystics do this week because they're playing 3 road games, twice in Phoenix and then LA. So it's going to be a lot of nighttime stuff going on with the Washington Mystics, man. But they got the job done, man. There's a lot to be proud of with this squad. Here's just some stuff that, I gotta salute Sidney Johnson, even though, I've been hypercritical of the guy. And I don't like a lot of things that he does. I'm not a fan of the fact that he brought in Najee Laney Hamilton and kind of like moved Cassandra Prosper out when she was playing pretty well. And then it just so happened that they lost those next 2 games because I thought it was messing with the lineup. And I don't even think they've been playing as well since they did that. But this was the locker room. That's some pure unadulterated joy right there. You got to salute them for that. That's some pure unadulterated joy. They got the job winning 105-100 against the Portland Fire. I got to salute Shakira Austin constantly. She has stepped up into a role as a star. Shakira Austin's a star. She is the best player on the Washington Mystics. She demands the respect. She has shown it night in and night out. Absolutely sensational in how she has performed. I was critical of her earlier this year. Here's some highlights against Portland. Take a look. I'm going to turn off the music because I don't need any copyright stuff off this music. But she has performed as a leader, aggressive, physical, a defensive stopper. I wasn't on her side when the season started, guys, and you know that. But I am bought all in on Shakira Austin. I think she's the second best center in the WNBA behind A'ja Wilson. And I don't think it's a close second. I think she is clearly the number 2 overall center in the WNBA. Just absolutely crazy, guys. I still see areas that this team can get better at. I think we all can. They don't shoot the ball particularly well from 3. They don't really have a real point guard. They, turn the ball over probably a bit too much. But defensively, they're so tough. They are physical. They play big around the basket. They have probably the best front line in the WNBA. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. I think the matchups are going to be interesting. I think the matchup with the Valkyries would be very interesting. I think they can beat the Valkyries. I don't think they can beat the Lynx as an 8. I think they'll make it interesting. It's a 3-game set. But the Valkyries, I think their style can beat the Valkyries because they're similar in defense, but they're bigger. They're bigger and they're stronger up front. And if they can stop the Valkyries' 3-point shooting, that would be huge. I think they could win that series. They've already proven they can win out in Golden State. They've done it. That's big for confidence. I think Vegas would be interesting as well, albeit their trip to Vegas where they lost back-to-back games just wasn't pretty. So that would be a concern there. But I think their best matchup is Golden State. But y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Salute Washington Mystics. What a season. I thought they could make the playoffs. I genuinely did. I thought I had them at about a 20 to 22 win season. They've outperformed, man. They've outperformed, I think, everybody's expectations. But hey, leave y'all comments, leave y'all thoughts, hype this video, like this video, and subscribe to the channels. This is Washington Mystics Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.